Rob stretches past the leading sprinter, finishing ahead of his biggest rival from King's Courtyard by a second in a very close race. The crowd from St. Gabriel High goes wild. He looks around, taking it all in as his schoolmates chant his name. Rob, Rob, Rob. Soon, the students had gathered around him, celebrating the victory. A crown of flowers over his neck. He is who he wants to be. He looks into the crowd and spots his dad doing the Usain Bolt pose. With joy, he reciprocates and does the pose with pride as they share the moment. All their hard work paying off. Caitlin, his girlfriend, joyfully jumps on him in celebration. She's witnessed how hard he's worked, and he couldn't be happier that she is part of his journey. Rob, how are you still sleeping at this time? She tries to shout him awake. The curtains open, light comes flooding in. How am I supposed to clean my house? Her voice echoes from afar as he collects himself. When your dad was still around, 4 a.m., you'd already be awake. Now you're skipping school? You're better than this, Rob. We all lost him. It isn't just you. The ramblings continued. The mention of his father in this particular circumstance implies he's let him down. That agitates him, simply because it's true. His sweet mother has become a frustrated figure, having to work multiple jobs to pay the bills. Although his dad was too calculated not to have left a bit of money, in many ways Linda knew the struggle would come eventually, so she welcomed it. His feet reluctantly escaped the sheets they were trapped in. 4 a.m. every morning, they'd go training. Now he struggles to wake up for anything. Unmotivated, fatigued, and uninspired beyond reason. He was once a superstar, the popular kid in school with unlimited possibilities ahead of him. The beckoning future which desperately sought to be associated with him now barely recognized him. The sponsors, the fame, the favors, the attention girls gave him, the high regard which his peers held him in, is all beginning to fade. It seemed when his dad passed, he lost the spark. James was the structure facilitating his son's success. Rob struggling to find his balance without him. His once accomplished life is now a force pulling from all directions. The desire and determination he once had control over is now a raging bull running over everything they've worked hard for. The legacy made little sense if they couldn't do it jointly. The next Usain Bolt, they'd joke. This was something he always thought they'd achieve together. Drinking excessively, skipping practice, integrating with the wrong crowd. Although spiraling out of control, Rob felt he still had a grip on things. But last night was different. Last night he reached a breaking point. He can't stop thinking about it. It's on his mind. He's burning a hole in his pocket and all he wants is to have it sniffed through his nostrils. Perhaps to get rid of the pain and anger he's feeling. He waits patiently as Mom picks up a handbag and walks out the door, leaving him a victim to himself. They squeeze into the school's locker room. Rob, you've got to try this, man, he whispers. Is that what I think it is? Rob's in shock but tries to keep himself composed. That's not, is it? Come on, baby, try it. She presses her lips into the substance, then gently rubs her lips against his before kissing and rubbing herself against him intently. This was 2 weeks before him and Caitlin broke up, over an emotional encounter that left both hearts broken. In many ways, he pushed Caitlin away, perhaps ashamed of who he was becoming. He carefully peeks through the blinds to ensure Linda is gone. When he notices the car isn't there anymore, he runs into the bathroom, desperately fiddling in his pocket for the piece of folded paper wrapped around the white powder. He barges through the door and spills it on the bathroom counter. Like a hungry dog, eating from the floor. Soon his nose was painted in the filth. The sensations tickling through his veins was a joy he's felt only once before. But somewhere amongst the joy, a part of him washed in shame.